Good evening. I'm meteorologist Will Harkins. Currently, we have a situation involving some very dense fog across the region. So if you're out driving tonight, you might want to take these precautions. Slow down. Make sure to use your low beams, not your high beams, because if you use your high beams, it tends to reflect off the fog, and it makes it that much more difficult to see. But, be careful, be aware of what's going on around you, other vehicles, because, again, it is a very dense fog out there, so please be careful when you're on the roads. As you can see, we have a dense fog advisory all across the viewing area. So it's not just limited to those viewing Mobile, it covers everybody. Taking a look now at our Dolphin Island camera, as you can see, it is very sticky out there, humidity up to 98%. Currently we don't see any fog on the camera, but it should be rolling in here in the next couple of hours. Currently, what's causing all of this fog is we have a great deal of moisture coming in off of the Gulf of Mexico associated with a low up here. As we zoom this out, you can see that this is actually a very cloudy system. And part of the reason it's so cloudy is because you had this jet stream, this lower jet stream, bringing in a lot of moisture off of the Pacific Ocean as well. Coupled with what we have coming in off of the Gulf of Mexico, it just makes for very cloudy conditions out there for you. Taking a look at your first forecast, that fog will stick around through the morning time hours, should start to break a little bit by the noontime hours, highs of around 73, but fog will probably remain in effect for the coastal regions. So if you're living out on the coast, say around Dolphin Island, again, be very careful out there. Looking at the futurecast, as we take this forward, not much in the way of rain for us tomorrow, but again, it's going to be very cloudy. It's going to be cloudy for most of us. Taking this into Friday, we'll have some scattered showers across the region, little sprinkles here and there, nothing too major. Looking at tomorrow's highs, very warm all across the southern region. Again, this is associated with the system bringing in a lot of warm, moist air off of the Gulf of Mexico. Highs of 78 and 75 here in Mobile. Tonight's forecast, we have a low of 61, thick fog again for the area. That is the big story tonight. Looking into tomorrow's forecast, high of 75 degrees, thick fog in your morning hours. Should start to break later on though, but nothing too serious there. Looking at the extended outlook, as you can see, we have a chance of showers Thursday and Friday. Again, very warm out there for you. Highs in the upper 70s, lows into the 60s. Looking ahead to the rest of your week, we have a chance of some showers and maybe some thunderstorms on Saturday, 50% chance there. Cold front should push through, cooling things off for us a bit, but not too much. Should be a great start to your week next week, and that is your evening weather. Now to sports. Good evening, I'm meteorologist Will Harkins. Taking a look at your current conditions, we have a thick fog advisory in effect for most of the viewing area. And if you're out on the roads tonight, please take precaution because it's a pretty thick fog out there. Visibility will be fairly reduced. Make sure to use your low beams, not your high beams. Watch out for any pedestrians or bicyclists that might be on the road this evening. And again, as you can see, these are the dense fog advisories. They cover pretty much our entire viewing area from over here at Gulfport. From over at Gulfport all the way over into Destin, Florida. Oh, I'm sorry. Taking a look now at your live camera view. As you can see, it is very humid out there, folks. We're talking you can pretty much swim through this stuff. So again, this is our main cause for all the fog that you're going to be seeing later on. It's not to Dolphin Island yet, but it'll be on its way in the next couple of hours. The reason we have all this fog is all of this moisture coming in off of the Gulf of Mexico. It's associated with a system that's currently out in the Great Plains, and it's pulling in all of this moisture, and it's causing a great deal of fog out there. Looking at the bigger picture now, here's that system I was alluding to earlier, and as you can see, this is a very cloudy system, and the reason for this is the southern half of the jet stream is really bringing in a lot of moisture from the Pacific, and it's causing the clouds, that coupled with the Gulf of Mexico is causing a lot of clouds for our region and this storm in general. Looking at your first forecast, for tomorrow we will that fog will still be lingering around into the morning time hours. So for your morning commute, again, follow the same safety rules. Make sure you stay safe out there. Conditions will be much milder. High of 73 in the afternoon. The fog should start to break for most of the inland regions, but down on the coast you'll still see some coastal fog there. Looking at your forecast for tomorrow, moving this forward, as you can see, not much in the way of rain for us, but again, a lot of cloud cover for much of the region. Moving this into Friday, we'll have some scattered showers across the region, but nothing severe for you yet. And as you can see, this is our next system that's going to be pushing in Saturday. May bring a few rumbles of thunder or two. Highs for tomorrow, as you can see, it's very warm all across the area. Highs in the mid to upper 70s, 78 here in New Orleans, 75 in Mobile, 76 up into Jackson. For tonight's forecast, we have a low of 61 for you, which is pretty mild for this time of year. Thick fog all across the region. Winds 4 to 8 miles per hour out of the southeast there. Looking at tomorrow's forecast, high of 75 degrees. Some thick fog in the morning hours, should start to clear up as the afternoon progresses. Taking a look at the extended outlook, very warm temperatures for the rest of the week. Highs in the mid to upper 70s. Chance of rain here Thursday and into Friday, up around 30%. But as we take a look at your extended forecast, cold front should move through the area Saturday afternoon, bringing with it a good chance of rain for much of the area. Cooling those temperatures off a bit down into the 40s for your overnight lows, but still very warm conditions all across the region. Should be a good start to the week. And now here's Dan with sports.